So we're going to let the guys at Bike World have a little bit of a play with the SuperBusa today. It's all ready to go. I'm going to put the draggy box live on it, see what times they get, see if they can come close to my 9.2.
Like MotoGP speed. Doing a wheelie at 140 mile an hour. First, second, third, fourth. That is so fast, isn't it?
So what's it going up against?
We're going against a stock Busa at the moment, BMW M1000, which I reckon is good for only a 10.8, but they've got Duke that's good for 10.5. So what Ducati is it you've got there?
Sorry.
What's the Ducati we've got there?
That's a Streetfighter V4S. So that's 207 bhp off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And that did a 10.5.
Yeah. So you've got nothing to cope with my little bike today then? Even the Kawasaki H2, that's just another wheelie machine, isn't it?
Yeah, the problem with most of them is just short wheelbase, sat upright.
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't work, does it?
Yeah.
You can have all the power in the world, but in reality they're taking all the power out to make it drivable.
Exactly.
Yeah, so great when you're cruising in a high gear, you can use the power then, but if you're doing any acceleration, it's all moderated by the electronics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The BMW is the easiest to get off the line.
Yeah.
Just because you can rev it, because that's a normal aspirated 4-cylinder 1000cc.
Yeah, it just feels
so that's
nice.
More like a traditional race bike where you can just go and just burn the clutch. Where the others, you've got to the Ducati, you've got to let the clutch out about 4,000 and then drive it.
Yeah.
And then the Kawasaki is all balancing on the back brake to stop it wheeling.
Yeah.
Where the BM is more just like a race bike, just you can use loads of clutch and be quite brutal with it.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have some fun. Let me know what you think to it.
Doesn't stop going. Like the speedo went past 160, 170 and you're just like...
At the quarter mile.
Yeah.
That's insane. What I love is that it's just getting into its stride. Like as we get to the roll off, that just looks like it's just waking up and going...
But to make something that fast look slow.
Yeah.
I mean that's just...
It is ridiculous.
That makes every other bike on the road look slow. And this has just made that
look rubbish. And my favourite bit was the first run we did. I turned around and I looked across and all I could see is you just shaking your head and giggling.
Yeah. That is so fast, isn't it?
I don't think you've revved it out yet, have you?
No, I was going to about 10, I think, because I didn't want to hit the limiter.
Oh, you wanted the limiter at 11 pulls the limiter.
Oh,
yeah, it'll go faster.
Don't give it that you were short shifting as well.
Well, I've got data logging on it, so we'll see what throttle he's giving it, and we'll see
I definitely
what revs
I
he's
didn't
giving
go
it.
full in first.
No, you won't.
No.
I was like first, second, and then once you get to third, they're near enough full. But like every other bike we do, you go first, second, third. It's first, second, third, fourth. And it sounds like a really angry Dalek. Like, ha, ha, ha. And then you just get a little pump on the shock, and that's it.
And it's one of those things when we look at the quarter mile times for them, because obviously we've been doing like mid-10s pretty regularly now, mid-low 10s on all the other stuff, and you look at the quarter mile times for that, and that'll do a 9 something. It doesn't say it. Like that's a number on a bit of paper, and unless you've spent time drag racing and knowing how much it takes to get from a 10 to a 9, or a 9 to an 8,
to get under 10 is
ridiculous.
With a contact patch as big as your hand.
And on something that my favourite thing is, if you look over there, there's no van from TTS. Richard rode that here on the road.
I could go to Starbucks on this.
You could.
Can we have another go?
Can we get a Starbucks?
Can we have another go? Let's go again, let's go again.
Come on, let's crack again. Give me a little rolling start this time. Let me have a head start.
Oh, do you want to swap?
So Chad I've known for a long time. He's ridden a lot of my bikes in the past, and he's dialed himself into the SuperBusa really quick to do a first run of 9.6, a second run of 9.3, both 162 terminals, and he's not really tried yet. I've got to kick his arse into gear and get him to use some more revs, but I reckon he could get better than my 9.2 if he really puts his mind to it. It'd be really good to do an 8, but I think that's still a fair stretch. Yeah. So he can have a bit more of a play, and then we'll see what else I've got planned for us.
That is just fast, isn't it?
That is something else, isn't it? And when I was right next to you that time for quite a while, and then just as that comes into its stride, it's like I've missed a gear or something, and that just goes.
That was like, I felt the throttle hit the stop.
Ooh.
And it would just like, oh, dot, dot. And then the thing is, when you go through the trap and it's doing 160, 170, it's not like going, it's going,
it's still going, yeah. Yeah, that is savage. Well, one thing's for sure, the Streetfighter V4S is phenomenally fast. This is a naked road bike. It's quite flighty. You have to work at it, but it is ridiculously quick. And when you put it in this company, obviously these two Hayabusas, particularly the Supercharged one, that shows you what actual fast straight line speed is. But that's a proper supercharged drag racing bike that's road legal. That's a proper custom built supercharged bike. You can buy one and you can ride it on the road, which is insane. This was never meant to do straight line speed only. So I think the Ducati's shown itself really well today. The Busa is just the kind of all-time effortless, get on it and go damn fast. And that is just ridiculousness. Awesome. Ridiculousness with a blue and white paint job, and I flipping love it.
What are we saying then, Rich?
Same old, isn't it? It's just quick. Everybody enjoys riding it, and that's the beauty of it. People realise what a super...
We really do enjoy riding it.
They just realise what a super tractable bike it is, and it does everything it says on the tin. It's a road bike. I shall ride this home now, and yeah, the boys have gone pretty quick on it. Still to beat my time, but still gone pretty quick. If only I had a chopper like that. your best run, your 60 foot was 188.
Yeah.
8th mile was 642 at 131.
Mm.
And quarter at 938, 161. My run. The 60 foot was 177, so it's a 11 hundredths quicker. 947 at the bottom end. What was yours? 948, wasn't it? But I'm 6 mile an hour down over what you were doing. And then I picked it all back up again at the 8th mile, the quarter mile. I'm still down 9.48, so somewhere I was trying to get my gear change, but I did 164. So somewhere in the middle, you were faster than I was, but you weren't quicker off the start and you weren't quicker over the finishing line. But the middle, you were in control, where I was hanging on for dear life. So yeah, just to get a perfect quarter, there's more to it than meets the eye.
Yeah.
But look at the rate of acceleration. It doesn't back off, does it?
No. So what was my best quarter? 940.
938. You did.
938.
Yeah. Look at this. This shows you where your anticipation on the start line. You're blipping the throttle. Look. Bup, 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 bup. Right. So TTS first gear. This was your last run. So the first gear you shifted at about 8,000 revs.
Yeah.
And you had a bit of a dip in the revs there. You sort of got it going and then shifted. So you only had 42% throttle.
Right.
Second gear, you gave it full beans, but my electronics stopped you getting past 61, which is exactly where it should be. That's what I've programmed in, and that's probably one of the first times I've actually seen it do what it's meant to do.
Oh right. I'm glad I've tested that theory.
Yeah. And then third gear, TPS is still 100%, and it's giving you 82%, which is it. And then
so I'm at 100% throttle.
You're at 100% throttle. And then fourth gear, you got into fourth before you shut off. He was giving it 100%, and it was giving it 100%. So
That's good, though, isn't it?
So that's your throttle. That's your actual throttle action. So that is 100%, and that's first, second, third, fourth. See it. Inlet temps started quite high because you've been stood around, but and it went from 40 to 55 degrees. That's pretty good. Ignition timing 31 degrees. It seems to change its mind like the wind. AFR 11.9, spot on. Cheers. Right.
So that's the first time you've had somebody give it 100% throttle?
No.
I was going to say.
So yeah, but you were getting more confident with the throttle.
Yeah.
So that's So we've had a good day at it. Bikes perform faultlessly as usual. It's just the riders who haven't. But yeah, it keeps giving. The SuperBusa keeps giving.